Hello, my name is Jim Ford, and I will be your professor for philosophy of law at Rogers State University. As hopefully all of you know by now, philosophy of law will be a blended course this semester. We meet every Tuesday at 12:30, and in between Tuesdays we conduct our work online. As you explore the WebCT site for this course, you'll find a number of important resources, key documents, activities for you to complete, links to other websites, and in particular, links to these YouTube mini lectures. Congratulations, you found the first one. Each week I've recorded a different mini lecture designed to highlight some of the week's readings, key concepts, main issues. I'll also cover an important case that illuminates those concepts and issues. One of the most enjoyable aspects of jurisprudence or the philosophy of law is reflecting on key cases. In some ways we will be testing the old adage that hard cases make bad law. Sometimes it'll be a case that you've read about in the week's readings, other times it will be a case that I tell you about here in the lecture. This first week I want to jump right to that case. It's a decision from the Court of Appeals of New York in 1889, Riggs versus Palmer. A man had a legally proper will in which he divided his estate between his two daughters and his grandson, Elmer Palmer. When Elmer was 16, he murdered his grandfather, who had been talking about possibly changing his will to cut Elmer out. Elmer was convicted of murder, but afterwards he still claimed his inheritance. The two daughters disagreed. The question before the court was whether to override the legally binding will or to give Elmer his share of the inheritance. The statutes themselves were clear. Nothing in the will specified that Elmer would lose his share if he murdered his grandfather. Apparently it was something his grandfather hadn't considered. The court ruled, though, that despite the fact that no existing statute addressed this situation, Elmer Palmer should not benefit from his crime. And so he got nothing. One dissenting judge complained that the court is, quote, bound by the rigid rules of law, unquote, and had no grounds for invalidating the will. My question to you is this: would either of the two theoretical positions we studied this week, natural law or positivism, help us decide this case? To put it another way, how would you view this case from each of those two positions? Write out a short answer, one for both natural law and for positivism, and bring that to class Tuesday, August 25th, ready to discuss. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the course.